In yesterday's class, we'll discuss the non-profit organization. Okay, generally organization are divided into two types. One is profit-making organization. One is profit making organization, and next is non-profit making organization. Okay, so profit making organization generally seeks to the mainly the main objective is to earn the profit through the operations, and this non-profit organization the main objective is to render services to the members, render services to the members. Okay, so these are the features of non-profit organization is main aim is service, main aim is service. Next is profit is not the criterion. Next is surplus not distributed among its members, surplus not distributed among its members. Next is separate entity, separate entity. Next is major funds from contributions and the donations. And today's topic is difference between the profit seeking organizations and non-profit organization. Difference between profit organizations, profit organization and non-profit organization. Okay, difference between the profit organization and non-profit organization. So the main differences are, one is, first one is primary motive, primary motive. Then second one is primary motive. Next is owner's fund versus capital fund. Owner's fund versus capital fund. Owner's fund versus capital fund. Next is net result of activities. Net result of activities. Next is accounting statements. Accounting statements. Accounting statements. Okay, these are the main differences are, one is primary motive. Okay, one is primary motive. Next is owner's fund or versus capital fund. Next is net result of activities. Next is accounting statements. Okay, under this first one is primary motive. The main motive of this private organization is to earn profits. Okay, is to earn profits. Is to earn profit. For this non-profit organizations is the primary motive of such an entity. The primary motive of an such entity is to provide services. Got it? To provide. For profit organization, the main aim is to earn profits, and this non-profit organization main profit primary motive is provide services to the members. Next is owners fund versus capital fund. Owners fund versus capital fund. If in profit organizations, interest of owners is known as an owners fund. Okay, suppose any owner's capital is there na, for that interest is getting na, for that interest of owners is known as an owners fund, which represents the owner's investment plus accumulated reserves and surplus. Okay, this is an owners fund. Under this non-profit organization, interest of members is known as an capital fund. Here interest of the owners under this profit is interest of owners under this non-profit organization is interest of members. Okay, interest of members is known as an capital fund. This is an owners fund. This is an capital fund. Okay, interest of members is known as an capital fund, which represents the accumulated surplus of subscription, nations and net profits from activities carried on by such an entity. This is the owners fund versus capital fund. Next is net result of activities. Next is net result of activities. Under this net result of activities of such an entity is a profit or loss. Okay, under that profit organization, net result of activities means we will find out the net profit or loss. Okay, the net result of the activities of such entity is known as the profit or loss. We will find out the entities is a profit or loss. Under this non-profit organization, the net results of the activities, such entity is known as a surplus or deficit. Okay, in this profit organization, we will find out the profit or loss, and in the non-profit organization we will find out the surplus or deficit. The next is accounting statements. The accounting statements of such type of entity include the accounting statements of Such type of entity includes the under this manufacturing account, trading account, profit and loss account, and balance sheet. In this accounting statements, several types will be there. Under that, one is manufacturing account, next is trading account, and the next is a profit and loss account, and next is balance sheet. Okay, under this profit organization, there are several types are there. Okay, under the type is star. First we will prepare the manufacturing account. First we will prepare the manufacturing account. A trading account, profit and loss account, and a balance sheet. And next is non-profit organizations. The accounting statements of such an entity includes the receipts and payments account, receipts and payments account. One is receipts and payments account. Next is an income and expenditure account, Next is trading account, then next is a balance sheet. Okay, instead of profit and loss account, here we will prepare the income and expenditure account. Okay, in this we will know the net profit or loss. In this we will know the surplus or deficit after the trading account and the balance sheet. Okay, these are the several difference between the profit seeking organizations and the non-profit seeking organization. The next topic is we'll discuss the some items or few items in the accounts of non-profit organization. Under these topics are very important in this unit while doing the problems. First one is capital fund. One is capital fund. So capital fund means it is nothing but the capital. Okay, any business, before we start the main Needs for what? For running that any business, any organization is the capital. Okay, so capital fund is nothing but the capital of the non-profit organization. And this, it represents the surplus of assets over liabilities of the organization. In the before unit, how we'll calculate this capital? Assets minus liabilities will get the capital. Okay, so it is represents the surplus of assets, represent the surplus of assets over liabilities of the organization. So it may be made up in part by special donation. It may be made up by the part by the special donation or capitalizing admissions fees. So this fund is increased or decreased by any surplus or deficit on the income and expenditure account. So it is also called as a general fund or accumulated fund. So just it is, capital fund means nothing but a capital. Now the second one is very important, is donations. Donations. So it is the amount it is the amount it is the amount contributed by the supporters. It is the amount contributed by the supporters members of a society. Okay, donations means donations are the amount it is contributed by the supporters or a members of a society. And next is donations are the amounts which are given to the non-profit making organizations as gifts by the members of a society. Gifts by the members of a society. So first it is recorded on the receipt side of the receipts and payments account, and next, depending upon its nature, it can be either recorded in the income and expenditure account or in the balance sheet. Okay, this I will explain later. Okay, got it? The donation will give sometimes donations to the hospital, donation to some charities, institutions, like that. So these donations are two types. These will be given in the form of cash or members of a society in the form of cash, or kind. Okay, next is donations may be of Donations may be of two types. Under that, one is specific donations. Under that, one is specific donations, and the next one is general donations. Okay, donations may be of two types. Under that, one is an a specific donations, and the next is an a general donations. So what is the meaning of specific donations? What is the meaning of specific donations is, if the donations is for a specific purpose. Donations are for a specific purpose, for a particular purpose. Okay, if the donations is for a specific purpose, that specific purpose is, for example, say for the construction of building. Okay, some amount was given for the construction of building or whatever it is for a particular purpose, then it is called as a specific donation. So these specific donations should be capitalized. It should be capitalized, and it will be shown on the liability side as net after deducting the expenditure, if any, relating to such construction. Okay, so this is just first you know this meaning. After that, whenever we are doing the problem, at that time I will discuss where it will be appear. Okay, so any donations are for a specific purpose or any particular purpose, it is known as a specific donations. The next is, second one is general donations. The next one is general donation. When the donor does not specify any specific conditions for using the amount of donations, so then it is called as a general donations. If the general donation is of a small amount, if the general donation is of a small amount, is to be taken on the credit side of the income and expenditure account. If donation is any small amount is there, then that time it will be taken under the income and expenditure account on credit side. But if donations are of a big amount, is of non-recurring in nature, hence that is an capitalized. If nothing is clear whether the amount is small or big, it can be treated in any manner, but a note should be given regarding the treatment of such assets. This is the donations. Next is legacy. Next is legacy. Legacy means an amount received as per the will of a deceased person. Any amount received any amount received as per the will of a as per the will of a deceased person as per the will of a deceased person is called legacy. Legacy means any amount received as per the will of a deceased person is called as a legacy. So as this items is of non-recurring nature, as this item is of non-recurring in nature, so it is treated as a capital receipts and shown on the liability side of the balance sheet. This legacy will be shown where? It is shown under the liability side of the balance sheet. Liability side of the balance sheet. However, small amounts received on account of legacy, small amount received on account of legacy may be taken to the income and expenditure account. May be taken to the income and expenditure account. The next is honorarium. 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 Honorarium means any amount paid to person, any amount paid to a person who is not employee of the organization, who is not an employee of the organization, who is not an employee of the organization, for rendering services to the concern, is called honorarium. Okay, got it? Honorarium means any amount paid to a person. That person is not an employee of the organization. That person should not work under that organization. Means we pay the amount to an other persons for what? For rendering services to the concern. Concern means any business or any organizations, whatever it is. For rendering services to the concern is called as an honorarium. For example is, if a payment is made to a doctor, here example is of payment to the doctor. If a payment is made to a doctor for treating the patients, and providing services of specialized nature, and providing services for a specialized nature is a honorarium, and it will be shown under the payment side of receipts and payments account. From there, it is posted to the debit side of income and expenditure account. Got it? The next is sale of asset. Okay, under this it is called as an honorarium. Okay, the next is sale of asset. Sale of asset. Okay, the sale of asset is if an asset is sold, the amount received should be compared with the book values. Okay, how much amount we sold for that asset value is compared with the book value. Means when we have to purchase it, that asset, we have to compare that both values in order to find out the profit or loss on the sale of an asset. Okay, if profit is there, it will be shown on the credit side, and a loss is there, a loss on the debit side of income and expenditure account. This is a sale of an asset. The next is grant. The next is grants. This grant is the non-profit making organizations such as educational institutions, public hospitals. This will depends upon the grants from the government. So the recurring grants which are spent in the year of receipt are treated as a revenue and credit to the income and expenditure account. Under these educational institutions, public hospitals, educational institutions, public hospitals, etc. These are depend upon the grants from the government. Grants from the government. Grants from the government. The recurring grants which are spent in the year of receipts. Okay, so some receipts and it will be credited to the income and expenditure account, and if in case any recurring grants which are spent in the year, then it will be the receipts are treated as an revenue receipts. And other grants such as building grants, library grants, etc. are specific in nature that may be treated as a capital receipt. And are transferred to the respective fund account in the balance sheet. Next is sale of old newspapers and sport materials. Sale of old newspapers sale of old newspapers, sports material, sale of old newspapers, sport material. The amounts received an account of sale of old newspaper. If newspapers are there, that newspapers are sold. Okay, the with the time amount are received. Okay, the amounts received on the sale of old newspapers, periodicals, old sports materials. Okay, these are all treated as an revenue income. These are all treated as an revenue income, and it will be on the credited to the income and expenditure account. Credited to the income and expenditure account. The next is specific funds. The next is specific funds. So amount received for a specific purpose. The amount received for a specific purpose are capitalized and shown as a specific fund in the balance sheet. Shown as a specific fund in the balance sheet, that is prize fund. That is prize fund, tournament fund, building fund, match fund, etc. So when these expenses incurred on such funds, they are not debited to the income and expenditure account, but deducted from such specific fund account. Only the net amount should be shown in the balance sheet. Okay, it will not shown directly as the debited to the income and expenditure account. It will show the an amount deducted from the specific fund amount, and the net amount should be shown in the balance sheet. So similarly, income on such investment funds. Similarly, income on such investment funds should be added to the respective funds. Should be added to the respective funds in the balance sheet. So in case the expenses exceeds the fund amount, and the excess of these expenses should be debited to the income and expenditure account. Okay, this is our class today.